Caxton?
Not yet.
But it's getting late. We'll be going back to the big house in a minute.
Stop your belly aching, will you? I promised to get us out of here, didn't I?
Sure.
Now, look. You pick a fight with one of the men. When the guards come over to break it up, I'll make my getaway on the dirt wagon.
Well, sure, Caxton. Get me with you, won't you?
We're partners in this, ain't we?
All right, everybody, line up. We'll go back to the pen.
Now.
What's the idea of ratting to the guards on me?
Who says I've been ratting on you?
I say so. You're a stool pigeon.
And I say you're a liar. Come on, get out of the way then. Come on, move.
All right, break it up.
Take this guy off me!
I said break it up.
Wait for me!
Eddie, I don't mind telling you I'm worried. This Rip Caxton's the worst outlaw we've ever had in the West.
When did he break out?
Which breakout do you mean? He's been in the pen 5 times, and he's got away every time. I don't get any idea the guards were ever at fault. Caxton's clever as they come.
Looks like we'll have to outsmart him then, huh?
If you can.
When was the last check you had on him?
We got a report that he was operating somewhere around the town of Silver Spring.
Silver Spring. An old friend of mine's sheriff out there now, Bill Devers.
That's right. Bill Devers, the one I was going to ask you to see. He sent Caxton up the last time. Knows all his tricks, and he should be able to help you.
From the way you've been talking, looks like I'll need Devers' help.
Don't make any mistake about it. Caxton's mean, ornery, tough, a good shot, and he likes to kill.
Got any pictures of him?
Caxton has a complete disregard for the law. Even goes so far as to wear a polka dot band on his hat. So he'll be sure to get full credit for all his crimes. An eccentric sort of a fellow, I'd say.
Polka dot headband, huh? Shouldn't be too hard to round him up.
Don't be too sure. Caxton can spot a lawman 10 miles away. You'll have to figure some way to draw him out.
I'll figure something out.
Good luck, Eddie.
So long, Marshal. Hope the next time I see you, we'll have this Caxton back where he belongs, for good.
What's cooking, Eddie?
We got a tough one this time, Soapy.
Hey, where do you think you're going? See Bill Devery?
Save your breath, Joe Spindle. Ain't no lawyer gonna do him no good.
He was framed, and you know it. And when you've been sheriff a little longer, Huckins, you'll learn that you can't stop a lawyer from seeing his client.
All right, go ahead. Hold his hand. Till sundown.
How are things going, Joe?
Not enough time.
Well, at least my daughter will be home before anything can happen. I don't know how she's going to stand up under this.
I'll take care of telling Martha.
Who would want to do this to me, Joe? And why?
Got me whipped. A man of 40 years' service with the law. A man that's been a sheriff, once a judge. A man like that isn't just going to turn around and hold up a stagecoach and kill a guard. Everybody knows that.
Joe, will you open that window over there? It's awfully stuffy in here.
Sure, Bill.
a good look, Bill Devery. It's me, all right. I took a lot of trouble breaking out and framing you, but I swore I'd do it. How do you like being locked up behind bars? And how do you like this?
Don't go in.
Joe, what's wrong? I want to see Dad.
It's too late.
What's happened, Joe?
It was a dirty, rotten frame-up. Your father was arrested for holding up a stagecoach and killing a shotgun messenger. And then he was shot down right in front of my eyes.
Who did it?
An escaped outlaw your father sent up a long time ago. He had a mask on, but there's one thing that makes me certain it was Rip Caxton.
What was that?
They say this Rip Caxton always wears a polka dot band on his hat. So did the killer.
Has anybody ever seen his face?
Nobody around here.
Then all we've got to do is find a man who wears a hat with a polka dot band.
Home is wide country with rimrods to the sky. In this solitude, I never feel alone. Wide country, I'll ride it till I die. Soul his own. The mountains meet the sunset, how timber meets the plain. Rainbow tinted valleys, green with summer rain, for there in my it's Mother Nature's best wild country, my home, the West, where life is well worth living and men are really men, where there's less take than given. I'm heading there again, for there in my country, it's Mother Nature's best wild country, my home, the
Soapy, we've been on the trail 2 whole days, and you haven't peeped about where we're heading this trip.
Well, Eddie, every time I ask you, you always give me that look and say, you'll find out. So I just decided not to ask you anymore.
You know Bill Devery?
Heard of him, sheriff of Silver Spring.
And one of the nicest old crook spotters I ever met. The U.S. Marshal says there's an escaped convict prowling his section of the country.
That, I reckon, without too much brain work, is why they sent you up here. Old Soapy Jones, he just goes along for the ride.
Not this time, Soap. Fact is, I don't expect to rope this fellow without you swinging your share of the loop. It's Rip Caxton.
Rip Caxton? Say, that's the man that wears the polka dot hat band on his hat. So that's why you dressed me up like a fly trap salesman in this fancy dingers, huh? Oh, no. You don't put me out for any hunk of bait.
All you gotta do is walk around town behaving yourself. Caxton will get curious, show his face, and we nab him.
That sounds fine, spewing it off like that, but will it work?
It ought to work without a hitch.
It ought to work, but will it work? Or the hitch will be a noose around my throat.
I told you to stay away from here.
I was getting kind of lonesome hiding out in that shack. I thought I'd like some company.
People are beginning to talk about you being around town. You and that polka dot hat band. You want to get picked up and have the whole story come out?
Nobody's picking up Rip Caxton. Lock the door.
Look, Caxton, I'm doing all right in this town. And I'm not jeopardizing my control by having you dogging me around.
Sit down.
All right. Why'd you kill Bill Devery in the first place, instead of involving me in that stagecoach holdup in the murder frame?
Because I wanted to do it my way. Make him sweat behind bars for a while. Like he made me sweat.
Well, he's finished off. Now what more do you want?
Bill Devery's ranch.
What are you going to do with his place?
A fella could live in clover on that place. Be easy pickings. Nobody'd know I was up to anything but tending cows. Maybe churning up a little butter.
Look, Caxton, I'm running this town. And it isn't big enough for the both of us.
Look, Barney, you want it just as much as I am. Only you were smart enough to keep out of sight. Oh, yeah, and change your name. Now, if you don't want to play along with me until I get what I want.
You win.
What's up?
I'm hanging back. You ride on into town and head for the main saloon.
But Eddie alone?
I'll be there in a little bit. Now quit looking like an old moss horn with a shake. We've got work to do.
Work to do.
And remember, don't let on you know me.
Look, that hat band. Rip Caxton.
Rip Caxton's coming in. Look out, boys. Rip Caxton's coming in. Watch your step. Rip Caxton's coming in.
A sandwich and a ham of milk.
Yes.
Do you see what I see?
Yeah, I see it. What do you want to do? Go out and yell fake?
They think that chump cowhand is me. Get your sheriff to lock him up. What a break. Everybody will think the law has Rip Caxton.
All right, but I can't...
Never mind the talk. Put away that phone.
See that fellow with the polka dot hat band? Arrest him. I said arrest him.
Hey, that's my Hi, Sheriff. My name's,
I know who you are. My name's Hutkin, Sheriff of Silver Spring. Get up.
Hutton. What happened to Bill Devery?
I said get up.
Oh. Eddie! Oh, Eddie!
You know this man?
Sure. It's Rip Caxton. I've heard plenty about him.
He seems to know who you are.
It's me, Soapy Jones, remember? They'll hang me.
So what? You should have thought of that before.
Take him away.
But, Eddie, you don't understand. They'll break my neck. Oh.
Sam. Find out where he's headed.
Beg your pardon, mister, but can you tell me if I'm on the right trail to Cascade Falls?
Cascade Falls? That ain't where you're heading, and you know it. Hand over your hardware. By the belt.
Is this the Devery Ranch?
That's right.
I'm looking for Miss Martha Devery.
This ain't no time for visiting. Miss Devery's father was killed this morning.
Bill Devery killed?
Who is it, Abe?
Are you Miss Devery?
Why, yes.
I'm Eddie Dean. I was an old friend of your father's. I just heard the news. How did it happen?
He was framed and then killed in cold blood.
Do you know who did it?
Well, we have an idea.
Yeah, I think I have, too. It's just possible this job I'm here to do and this business about your father might tie in. Would you mind telling me all you know?
Not at all. Won't you sit down?
Come on now, confess. I know your record a mile back. Killing, arson, hold-ups, even framing Bill Devery.
Me?
And even killing old Bill Devery right here in this cell. When the U.S. Marshal hears about me taking Rip Caxton single-handed, it ought to be good for a nice reward.
Yeah, sure. Huh?
Say, you got any money on you?
Money? What good would money do me here? Where could I spend it?
Well, I know a lawyer in town. Smart one, too.
Thanks.
But you have to send him his fee in advance.
Yeah, I could use a good lawyer, too. How much you think it'd be?
How much you got?
Oh, I had I've been robbed.
You're doing the right thing, Caxton.
Thanks.
This lawyer will be perfect for you. You see, he's the undertaker, too.
Yeah, well, sooner or later, we're all going to need a good undertaker, huh?
Sucker.
Must have been horrible. What an awful way for him to die.
Bill Devery'd make a mighty big fuss if he saw you acting this way.
There's a saddle with a golden horn, way up high in the sky, just as sure as you were born. There's a saddle with a golden horn. There's a pinto who was my old pal, way up high in the sky, in the boss's big corral. There's a pinto who was my old pal. Settle down, you doggies, day is nearly through, and we have had a long, long ride. There's a range for doggies and for cowboys too, beyond the great divide. Dress my pinto in a martingale. I'll be there round the morn, and I'll ride the glory trail in a saddle with a golden horn. There's a range for doggies and for cowboys too, beyond the great divide. Dress my pinto in a martingale. and I'll ride glory trail in a saddle with a golden horn, way up high in the sky. There's a saddle with a golden horn.
You know, from what you've told me, I think I'll start by having a little talk with Barney. For some reason, I don't like his looks. Keep your chin up.
Find out what I told you to?
He rode off to the Devery place.
You sure of that?
Well, he was headed in that direction.
What happened to you?
My horse broke his leg.
Mm-hmm. Must be a pretty smart horse. He patched up his own leg and trotted back here. He's down at the Jepson place, 4 miles the other side of town. Now, suppose you walk down there and bring him back.
Can I have a little talk with you?
Sure. Sit down.
How's business, Mr. Varney?
Fine, fine. Good whiskey, clean gains. I'm showing them how to run a business strictly on the level and still make money.
Got any sidelines?
You mean like the hotel part of the saloon?
I mean like appointing a sheriff who takes his law from someplace besides the law book.
I don't get you.
Barney, you knew all along the man you locked up wasn't Rip Caxton. So somebody must have ordered you to do it. Who was it?
Look, cowpuncher. You can't come in here.
I can if the U.S. Marshal sends me.
You've got nothing on me. I run a strictly legitimate place.
It looks like somebody else has. Maybe when I round up Caxton, you'll have a little company on that long trip. How long have you been going under the name of Varney?
Teach him to keep his nose out of other people's business.
What happened, Mr. Barney?
Never mind. That cowhand you arrested and this hombre are both working for the marshal.
Marshall's man? Then the man I just threw in the jug isn't Rip Caxton.
No, you chump. We're going out to have a talk with Rip Caxton right now. Tie him up good, Sam, and lock him in the office. Come on. told you there'd be trouble. Now we've got the U.S. Marshal's man on our tail.
Cool off, Barney. What's the matter with your sidekick? He's scared, is he? Take it easy. We're still in business. Only you're too jumpy to run it anymore. From here on out, I'm calling the play. Sit down. Now look.
What happened to you?
Run into a rattlesnake's nest.
Serves you right for letting me down.
It was a bad deal, Soapy, but I couldn't let on I knew you.
Well, you didn't have to put on such a good act. You've got me believing I am Rip Caxton.
Listen, Soapy, Bill Delver's been framed and killed.
Yeah, I know. But what I want to know is, how do I get out of here?
I'll get you out as soon as I find the sheriff.
Well, you better hurry up and find him quick.
All right. Now, you wait right here till I locate him.
You darn right I'll wait right here till you locate him. Where else could I go?
I tell you, I don't want any part of a killing.
All you have to do is like I said, and leave the rest to me.
Count me out.
You've got an awful short memory, Barney. You're forgetting I know who you really are.
So that's why I couldn't find either of them.
That marshal's man got away, boss.
Thought I told you to tie him up good.
I did.
I'll bet you did. You know what to do, but watch your step. The marshal's man is on the loose. We better get out to that shack in Cobra Canyon right away.
Well, you're a free man, Mr. Jones. Your partner straightened me out. I want you to meet him at the shack in Cobra Canyon. You know where that is?
Well, that's mighty nice of you, Sheriff. Yeah, I know where Cobra Canyon is, but I don't remember any shack.
That's down the first straw after you get into the canyon. You can't miss it. By the way, your horse is out and back.
Thanks again, Sheriff.
Don't mention it.
Oh, Sheriff, I'm sorry for the way that I stepped on your toe coming out of the saloon.
Oh, that's all right. Here's your gun.
Thanks. And as I was saying, Sheriff, I am sorry the way that I stepped on your toe coming out of the saloon. I didn't step on it hard enough.
Something's happened in that jail. I'm going to find out what it is.
But you can't go barehanded.
That's all right, Joe. That sheriff's been spoiling for a little barehanded treatment. Where's your prisoner?
I don't know. He got away.
Don't give me that. Barney was just here. You two fixed up something. Now, what was it?
Well, he found out he wasn't Rip Caxton, said to let him go, that's all.
Found out. He knew all along he wasn't Rip Caxton. Now, start talking fast.
Well, Barney made a mistake, that's all I know, I swear.
Now, what did you and Barney fix up?
I don't know. Don't ask me. I don't know. All right. Rip Caxton's figuring to get rid of the Devery girl and frame your partner for it.
Where's all this taking place?
At the Devery Ranch.
Barney rode off the other way.
In case you were watching, he figured to throw you off.
You're lying, Huckins.
I swear I'm not lying. I told you everything.
Him.
Hi, gentlemen. Say, where's Eddie?
He'll be around. Just relax.
How can I relax? There's something fishy going on here.
See that the gent's made comfortable, Sam.
Say, where's Eddie? What's this all about?
Just a little surprise party put on especially for you.
Miss Devery. Oh, Miss Devery.
That marshal man, he's on to it.
Who told him?
I couldn't help it. He beat it out of me.
Come on, we're getting out of here.
You stay in here. Rip Caxton told us he's giving the orders now, and I'm seeing they're carried out.
Where's Miss Devery? Me and the boys were on the way back from the North 40, and we saw Miss Martha and 4 men riding off. Who were the men?
Couldn't tell, but they sure looked like they were up to no good. We followed them for a piece, but we lost them.
Come on. Well, here it is.
It ain't like your place, miss, but to me it's been home. Looks like you need a little persuading.
Well, go ahead. That's no toy pistol you've got strapped to your hip. Use it. You won't get away with it, Caxton. There's a marshal's man in town. He knows who you are.
Everybody knows who I am, miss. Only nobody around here has ever seen my face. But when they do, they'll see a smart-looking gent who moved into the Devery Ranch.
You'll have to kill me before you can move into my ranch.
Well, that was the original idea, ma'am. Sit down and make yourself comfortable.
They must have taken a shortcut.
Don't you understand? It won't work. The marshal's man knows.
You told him?
But I didn't know that.
Save it. I'll take care of you later. You ain't backing out now.
Oh, no? Maybe my men will have something to say about that.
Your men? Double-crossing me, huh, Barney? Did he tell you who you were working for?
Sure. He told me and the boys to ride for him and nobody else.
He's a liar.
I knew trusting you was like pouring good whiskey down a drain pipe. You dirty double-crossing. Don't tell me you couldn't help telling that marshal man everything you knew.
Let me go, Caxton. I swear I'll get that marshal's man. I know where he went.
You're staying right here. I've got some use for you later.
Where's Eddie? Where'd you see him last?
Over at the jailhouse. Said he'd meet me here. At least that's what the sheriff told me.
You ought to know better than to believe anything he told you. Miss Devery, come here. I said come here.
Shack. Yeah, and a good place to hide out in.
Damn. Put her on a horse and let her ride. I'll give her 3 to get going before I draw on fire.
Listen, Caxton. Take this rope off of me and let's go at it fair.
Those are the men, all right. Watch your fire. Miss Devery's in there.
off your hats and come out, Caxton. Come on out, Caxton. We got you covered. Don't shoot. I've given up. You're finished, Caxton. Come on out or we're coming in.
Stay close to this gun or you're a dead woman. Now start walking. Stay close.
Make another move and I'll kill the girl.
I thought you had seen enough of that polka dot hat band, Soapy.
Injuns wear scalps in their belt, don't they?
Sure. And you had a hard time cutting this one down, didn't you?
Oh, shucks. It was a cinch.
I think it was a little more trouble than you both expected.
Things didn't look too promising for a while. But when the U.S. Marshal gives us our orders, why, we try to do what we can.
Eddie, why don't you and Soapy stay on in Silver Springs?
Oh, we'd like to, but we have work to do.
Well, you can work here now that Dad's gone.
Settling down kind of frightens me, ma'am. Especially with the right smart-looking girl around the place.
Well, I should think someday you'd like to settle down. With a right smart-looking girl.
Someday, maybe, but right now...
Ain't no gal got a brand on me, no sirree, I'm too smart. Ain't no gal gonna get my heart, yippee-ki-yo. Ain't no gal got a brand on me, no sirree, bet your life. Ain't no gal gonna be my wife, yippee-ki-yay. With a pretty little gal, I love to tarry, but pretty little gal, all love to marry. Ain't no gal got a brand on me, no sirree, I should say. Ain't no gal gonna get my pay, yippee-ki-yo, come a yippee-ki-yay. Ain't no gal got a brand on me, no sirree, this I know. Ain't no gal gonna get my dough, yippee-ki-yay, come a yippee-ki-yo. Ain't no gal got a brand on me, no sirree, bet my horse. Ain't no gal gonna be my boss, Yippee-ki-yay. Come yippee-ki-yo.
With pretty little gal, I wanna woo so. But pretty little gal, oh, want a trousseau.
Ain't no gal got a brand on me, no siree. Wait and see, ain't no gal gonna hog-tie me. Yippee-ki-yo, come yippee-ki-yay. With pretty little gals I never mingle, 'cause pretty little gals all know I'm single. Ain't no gal got a brand on me, no siree, I should say. Ain't no gal gonna get my pay. Yippee-ki-yo, come yippee-ki-yay, come yippee-ki-yo, come yippee-ki-yay.